Hi, this is Rad Watkins. You know, one of the big differences between unhappy people and happy people is that happy people spend time thinking happy thoughts. I know that sounds silly, but it's so true. And unfortunately, unhappy people often spend time having unhappy thoughts. And this is really boils down to the old analogy that a coward dies 1,000 deaths, but a brave man dies but one. So many people walk around having thoughts of failure, just worrying about the worst possible outcome, and they suffer regardless of whatever the outcome really will be. So that's a waste of energy. I had a client once who told me that she had to make some marketing phone calls, and she was preparing in her mind to make the phone calls and kind of running through how the conversation would go. In fact, she ran back and forth and had both sides of the conversation again and again in her head. And every time she had the person getting off the phone with her, and she said, you know, in my mind, the person's actually angry and yelling at me and telling me, oh, no, never call me again. And I said, wait, hold on. You know, what are you doing here? Why are you going through this exercise? She said, oh, it stresses me out so much. And I said, well, don't do that. So we agreed that she wouldn't do that. We did agree that she could continue the visualization, because visualization is really important for us to have a direction. You know, when we're setting our goals, if you can visualize your goal, your energy is going to go that way, and you know what you're shooting for. Your action steps are all modeled towards that goal. So visualization is great, but spending time visualizing a negative outcome is simply a waste of energy. So instead, my client started working on, you know, how the marketing phone call would go. And at the end, the person in her head said, oh, you know, that sounds fantastic. Let's get together. Let's have a meeting and tell me about your future products and what you can offer our firm. So this woman actually did start making her marketing phone calls. We were touching base on a weekly basis, and I said, how did it go? How did it go with your potential client? And she said, you know, they called me up and said, let's get together. That sounds great. I'd like to hear about the services you can offer our firm. And it was a success. So there's a perfect example. And from then on out, you know, this client started spending a lot of time thinking happy, confident thoughts. And I'll tell you right now, that's the main thing. Steer your thoughts into a positive frame of mind. Act enthusiastic and you'll be enthusiastic. Positive thinking creates positive results. Till next time, this is Rad Watkins.